Hello my dear friends, welcome back to English with Shams and I'm Shamsa talking to you. Before I talk, let's watch some videos first.
పశ్చిమ గోదావరి జిల్లా భీమవరంలో మద్యం మత్తులో యువకులు వీరంగం సృష్టించారు. కాలేజీ బస్సులో వెళ్తున్న విద్యార్థిపై యువకులు మూకుమ్మడిగా దాడి చేశారు. అనంతరం ఆకతాయిలు నడి రోడ్డుపై వెకిలి చేష్టలు డాన్సులు చేస్తూ దుర్భాషలాడారు. యువకులు సృష్టించిన అలజడికి వాహనదారులు భయభ్రాంతులకు గురయ్యారు. విద్యార్థిపై దాడి దృశ్యాలు సోషల్ మీడియా.
One thing is for sure, I am not happy about this and I am sure most of you are also not happy about this. Let's not be diplomatic. Most of us believe that the present days youth, most of the youngsters that we see around, they are not in the right path. You know that, I know that. But do they know that is a big question. Why are they in the wrong path is another big question. Let's try to get to the point. What is the problem basically? Why do we have to see this scenario in the present day society? Why do most of the youngsters behave aggressively? Why do most of the times we come across incidents like this where students, youngsters, youth who must spend their energies and efforts on their careers and their goals, not doing it, and rather they waste their energies in the name of false prestige or so on. Let's talk about it. I believe that this is very important to discuss. I believe that this should not be ignored because we as the largest democracy in the world, we the India as the country, the one and only nation with the highest percentage of the youth, must not ignore this, because if we are ignoring this issue, it means we are ignoring the country's progress. We all know that India's progress is 100% in the hands of the youngsters, for sure. Let me first of all put before you some facts. My dear friends, listen carefully. In India, there are approximately 1.47 million schools and there are around 252 plus million students. This is a great number for sure, but unfortunately, there are just 10 million teachers across India, which means there is a huge gap between the student-teacher ratio. There is a huge teachers shortage in India. My dear friends, there are approximately 48 million children who are out of the school. I repeat, there are around 48 million children. When I say children, the age group is between 6 and 17. 48 million children are remaining out of the school whose age is between 6 and 17. Which means they should be in the school but they are out of the school for a number of reasons. 15 million students in the last 2 years dropped out of their schools after elementary education. Means 15 million students who completed their elementary education left their schooling. My dear friends, the gross enrollment ratio in higher education is just 29%. Means out of 100 students who complete their elementary education, only 29 students are going to the higher education. The rest, that is 71% students, are leaving their education. Most of the times the reason is poverty. My dear friends, a survey was conducted in 116 countries all over the world on testing the English language proficiency, basic English proficiency. 116 countries the survey was conducted among the school students. India ranks 69th. Just basic English proficiency, whether a child is able to speak a sentence without mistakes. If you don't believe me, you can do one thing, my dear friends. If there is any school, be it a private or a government school near your house, just walk in, talk to any student studying any primary class between 3rd standard and 7th standard. Ask the student to write a sentence in English, ask the student to speak a sentence in English, and check the mistakes, if any. My dear friends, the most unfortunate fact is India's human capital index is just 0.49, which is globally much poorer than many poorest nations of the world. My dear friends, what I'm going to say now is going to surprise you more. 25% of the youth, when I say youth, the age is 14 to 18, okay? So 25% of the youth cannot read class 2 textbook in their mother tongue. Means if there are 100 students, 25% students cannot read second class textbook in their mother tongue. And believe me, 50% of the youth cannot read second class textbook which is in English medium. They cannot read English text. 50%. So half of the students cannot read fluently second class textbook data, and just 43% of the students are able to handle basic fundamental mathematics questions. My dear friends, this is more surprising. In India, there are more than 1 lakh single teacher schools. Means the school has only one teacher. He teaches all the subjects, he teaches for all the levels of all grades. There are more than 1 lakh single teacher schools. My dear friends, if I keep mentioning more and more facts like this, we will understand the reality of the education scenario. Why am I talking about education now? Why am I talking about schools and colleges? My dear friends, if the proper nurturing of a child doesn't happen in the schools, then where does it happen? You may say it can happen at home. I'll come to there. I'll come there also. I'll talk about home nurturing as well. I'll talk about parenting as well. My dear friends, this is going to be very painful to hear. Out of 100 students, approximately 8 students who are below 10 years old take tobacco. My dear friends, National Mental Health Survey was conducted in many schools and colleges all over the country. They have declared shocking facts. They say that most of the students, approximately 30% plus, students are suffering with mental illness, suicidal behavior, psychiatric abnormalities. Sad to hear this. National Crime Record Bureau survey revealed that the students, especially the youngsters between the age 15 and 30, most of them, approximately 22%, are involved in assault, robbery, rioting and kidnapping, and also violence. National Crime Record Bureau has revealed that 25% plus youngsters are thinking of cybercrime and pornography. My dear friends, this is a land where Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam lived. This is a land where Bhagat Singh walked. This is a land where Mahatma Gandhi talked. This is a land where Chandrasekhar Azad was living. My dear friends, those were the legends who inspired people like me in my college days and school days. I look up to them. If today somebody asks me who is your favorite hero, I say Abdul Kalam or Swami Vivekananda. So somewhere the definition of hero has gone wrong. Somewhere the youngsters have lost fundamental common sense call, who is a hero. My dear friends, I don't want to mention more facts like this. I'll straight come to the solutions. I don't want to talk more about the problems. Today, if we come across a 17-year-old guy raping a 11-year-old girl, it wouldn't surprise me, because if this is the level of education and this is the outcome of performance in the education sector, naturally what better can we expect? I don't expect scientific innovations from a 17-year-old guy. If a 19-year-old guy kills someone, kills his own father because his father did not buy him a bike or a car, it wouldn't surprise me, because what else can we expect from a 19-year-old guy when he had such a bad nurturing at his schools and colleges? Straight to the point. I have 5 opinions. Number 1, in today's society, most of the families are nuclear families. Earlier days we had joint families. When I say joint family, what was there? Not just people together. There was someone called elder of the house. He is no more. Like in famous Pushpa movie, there is a dialogue, Okati Taggindi. In today's most of the families, Okati Taggindi. The elder of the house is missing. When there is no elder of the house, there is no fear. There is no discipline, there is no accountability, there is no responsibility. So somewhere the shift from joint to nuclear families may be one reason why there is no discipline in most of the families, and naturally that is reflected in the society, because society is nothing but group of families. Number 2, in today's society, let's accept that there is poverty, so wife and husband has to work. Both the wife and husband are working, which means they are earning, but what about nurturing of the child? If both wife and husband work, nice, they are earning good money, or they are earning money to pay EMIs for the car and the flat, but who is now going to nurture the child? We should ponder over. My dear friends, no doubt the OTT platforms, the open violence, the open sex, the social media vulgarity and pornography, when violence turns into heroism, I think this is the heights of foolishness. But unfortunately, let's accept the fact that the OTT platforms, the social media vulgarity, the pornography, everything is influencing a lot the young minds. Like in Telugu, there is a saying, Mokke vonganidi maane vongutunda. If a child's mind is not nurtured properly, how can we motivate a 20 or 25-year-old guy? We become adamant. After a certain age, we become untouchable. We become arrogant. We cannot change. Nobody can change us. So the young minds are tremendously influenced with movies, OTT platforms, vulgarity, pornography, Android phones, so on. But we can't blame them. The way we use should be blamed. My dear friends, like I have said, third very valid point, the definition of hero. I think it's a high time the parents must tell the kids who is the hero. Don't tell them this caste has more heroes or that religion has more heroes. Just tell them who are the heroes. Don't inculcate casteism and religious bigotry, which is foolish. My dear friends, I agree that money plays a crucial role in today's society, but not at the cost of our children's ideology. So if parents are watching this video, please understand, money is important to educate our children. Money is important to pay the college fees and school fee, but not at the cost of the same child's ideological nurturing. Let's teach our children which is right, which is wrong. Last but not the least, teachers. If teachers are watching this video, let's not forget the fact that teacher's job is not just to teach. Machines also can do that. Machines can also do that. Then where do we need? Teacher's job is beyond it. The next to parents, if you ask me, more than the parents' job. Let's inspire the generations. Let's inspire them with our own behavior. Let's walk the talk. There is no better solution for this. But I'm not happy to see this. I'm not happy to see a youngster in a wrong way. We have a lot to achieve in our lives. Let's do that. If any youngsters are watching this video, you may be upset, you may be angry, but I can't help. I'm only trying to share my ideas. I'm not saying all. I'm not generalizing it. I'm not a judgmental person. I'm a very practical, pragmatic person. So far, whatever I have opined, that was only on some youngsters who are in the wrong way. There are also wonderful youngsters. There are gems. There are wonderful people I have seen. So if you are also a parent, if you are a teacher, if you are a youngster, if you are a commoner watching this video, do share your ideas on this issue in the comment section. I am not happy with most of the youngsters in today's society. I raised my voice on this. What about you? Thank you. Jai Hind.